8 months of demolition and preparation have led to this. It is time to paint the Discoverer. However, we are not using a single drop of paint. We're going to utilize Gelcoat for the entire boat. The reason for this harkens back to one of the craziest months in fishing Nosara history. In September 2012, our flagship, the Wanderer, was in dire need of a new paint job. After 600 trips on the Pacific Ocean, her bright blue finish was now a dull shade of nothing. Good boat paint is not available anywhere in the entire country of Costa Rica, so we solved the problem the only way we knew how. We loaded up suitcases with paint supplies and ordered a few gallons of DuPont Emron to be shipped from the United States. For 2 weeks, we had all hands on deck to prepare the 31-footer for a fresh paint job. Then, disaster struck. Days passed as we waited for our paint to arrive, but the bad news was it was never gonna make it. Our shipping agent failed to mark the package as hazardous, and therefore it was seized by the Costa Rican port authorities. Fishing Nosara is famous for taking a bad situation and turning it into a legendary result, and the repaint of the Wanderer had become a bad situation. With the new fishing season just around the corner and our boat unpainted and stripped, we were staring dead in the face of having to give people their money back, cancel trips, and other unspeakable consequences. The solution hit us like a bolt of lightning. Let's Gelcoat the entire boat. After all, every Tico boat you see gets an annual coat of Gelcoat slathered on with a brush, and you can buy the stuff at any hardware store in the country. Because it is so thick, Gelcoat is difficult to apply with a spray gun, but not impossible. It takes very careful control of the catalyst mixer and the thinner. We worked furiously to spray 20 gallons of Gelcoat in a 48-hour period, and miraculously everything cured and got us another year of service out of this boat. More importantly, we had proven to the world that you can spray Gelcoat. If we could spray Gelcoat in a muddy patch of rainforest in the middle of the rainy season with a converted car paint gun, then certainly we can do it in our shops in Florida using the proper tools and proper materials. We relied on our friends at Fiberglass Coating to supply us with 15 gallons of Gelcoat with wax, all the strainers, cups, and paper products we would need, plus a pair of these handy Gelcoat cup guns. These guns are designed so that the material catalyzes in a disposable paper cup, not in the nozzle of the gun. This cuts down on cleanup time and reload time between doses. After several rounds of finish sanding and acetone wipe down, the hull was ready to be sprayed. Our friend Gino broke in the new equipment and applied the first round of white. He started at the nose, worked back through the cockpit, and then finished the rear transom deck. There is a thinner specifically formulated for this Gelcoat called Patch Booster, and by applying the properly measured amount, it made the Gelcoat lay down smooth and flat, just like high-end boat paint. We were feeling confident after watching Gino put down the first round of white Gelcoat that we decided to spray the blue by ourselves. It took a whole Saturday to paint the blue hull, but when we finished, we were blown away by the quality of the result. Once again, disaster struck. Our research had told us that Gelcoat naturally sets up at 20 mils thick. However, we used so much Patch Booster for the spray gun that it only set up to 6 mils thick. This means when we came around to sand it, we exposed bare spots in the fiberglass. We tried to tag in the bare spots with new gel coat, but unlike paint, new gel coat does not adhere to old gel coat. We went back to the drawing board by repainting the rear transom with 3 layers of gel coat. We did not use any patch booster on the first 2 coats. We reserved that for the final coat. The idea is that we get better thickness while still maintaining the smooth finish that patch booster can provide. This is clearly the way to go. I only wish we'd known that before we spent 3 weeks sanding our bad paint job. 1 month after our original paint job, the decision was made to sand it all off and try again. We did our best to apply the subsequent coats while the previous coat was still tacking up. The concept is that the curing process of the multiple layers of gel coat should all happen together. Furthermore, this initial thick application will provide a great base for future layers of gel coat in years to come. All told, the painting process took 2.5 months from start to finish, including the 1 month loss for the respray. If you really think about it, that's the nature of this kind of project. It's always a cycle of 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. But if you look back to the last 3 months, this was certainly a major step forward.
Staralur.
Still, we believe that anything is possible on this project. So far, we've had a lot of good breaks, a couple of bad breaks, but we're gonna keep soldiering on the Discovery project.